Good evening, folks. Jordan here at the Nutty Gnome Homestead. Today is April 9th, 2025, and we are at my brother's farm, the Ashmore Arboretum, getting ready to assemble some rabbit cages. As you can see, we've already got one put together, and we have another one to do, but we thought we'd show you guys how to assemble these cages quickly, and they will be almost professional when you're done. Now, I have used several of the cages on the market, the Bass Equipment, KW Cages, Wabitat, Have a Heart, and many others. And I'm not going to tell you which ones I like the best, but they will all work. Now, today, we're going to be putting together some KW cages. This is what he was able to get. I know we've got several rabbits coming, so we want to get these put together real quick. Now, you're going to need a couple of tools for this. You're going to need a J-hook tool like this. I strongly suggest you get one that is got a nice comfortable handle on it and not one of those cheap ones from the tractor supply store. And I highly suggest you order an extra pound or two of J-clips. They're just a little piece of metal that's bent into the shape of a J. It fits right in here, kind of like a hog ring tool. Guys, there really isn't much more that you're going to need to put these together. So come along and we're going to show you how we get these things assembled. Okay, so we'll spare you the whole box opening. They come disassembled whenever you order your cages. These are 30 by 30 by 18 cages. And they're going to come in three pieces. We like the 3-hole cages. You can get singles, doubles, whatever you want for your rabbitry. Now, they're going to come into three pieces since we're doing 3-hole cages. You're going to have a left side, a right side, and a middle. And then you're also going to be sent with 2 dividers and the tops for each individual cage. So here we have the J-clip tool and a J-clip. You see get their name because it's a little piece of metal cut and bent into the shape of a J. They're really easy to put together. I like to have the bend of the J-clip at the top. And all you do is you get 2 pieces of wire cage edge there, and you go ahead and just pinch them together with the J-clip. And it's going to curl around real nice. Just like that. And now we got our corner for our cage. Now I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to help him put these together because we are running out of light. They go together pretty quick. Like I said, most folks can get these done in about a half an hour by themselves. A little quicker if you got help. So we're going to take our J-clip, put it in there, bend at the top, just like that. Come down, catch both pieces of wire.
And sometimes you have to move this cage slightly in here because it comes partially pre-assembled with hog rings, and it might not line up exact, so you might have to move it just a little bit. Your tool will make quick work of that.
Yeah, you can use your tool to manipulate this cage any way you need it. Pry it around or to move it. So now we're on to our middle section of this 3-hole cage. We're going to line up the right section, the middle section. We're going to put the J-clip at the top, and then we're just going to work our way on down. Occasionally, this metal is going to want to try to overlap. Try to keep that from happening. You want to keep everything nice and tight. You don't want any kind of overlap because it's going to cause issues later on whenever you go to try to put in your dividers or your top. When you put the J-clips on here, guys, don't put it like in the middle here. Put it down at the bottom. Gravity's going to take its toll. The rabbits are going to beat up against the cages. They're going to nose everything. Put it down here at the bottom that way so they're not sliding around. And make sure you guys get those clamped nice and tight. You don't want them moving around. You don't want a bunny to catch any part of their nose or a lip or something on it. All right, folks, so we have one side of the dividers put in. Now we're just putting in the other side. Same process. Line up the 3 pieces of wire, the outside cage, the middle cage, and then the divider, and connect them with the J-clip.
These dividers are made out of 1/2 inch by 1 inch galvanized welded wire fencing. And that's essentially what they use as the baby saver on the bottom as well. And this stuff is a little bit more difficult to work with, but it's not bad. Just take your time and do it right.
We're putting the lids on now, the top of these cages. There's going to be a top and a bottom to these. Most people don't realize this when you put them on. You want the arch to be facing up. If the arch is facing up, it'll be able to support more weight. So if you put a container of feed up there or a water bottle or something, it's not going to start sagging down in on top of the rabbet. So make sure whenever you put these top pieces of wire on that the arch goes to the top.
And once you have your dividers in, putting these tops on is a fairly simple process. Make sure you line them up, line your divider up here at the corner, and put a J-clip on.
Now we're almost done with this middle section here for the middle cage, putting the top on. And as soon as we're finished with that, then we're going to go through and we're going to attach these tops to the divider. Then we'll turn the whole unit over, attach the bottoms to the divider, and then we'll be done. Now this is going to be the most difficult part, where we connect the 2 top pieces and the middle divider. The reason being, this middle divider is 1/2 inch by 1 inch, and we don't really have that much room to clip through here. The bottom is going to be the hardest yet, because we have baby saver on the sides, and then we have the 1 inch by 1/2 inch wire on the floor, and we're trying to connect it to a piece of wire that's the same size. So what I like to do is I'll turn my J-clip tool upside down. It allows me to put pressure on one side or the other. I will rotate it around until I get all 3 pieces of wire, and then I'll clamp it. Just like that. All right, folks, so we got the tops put on. We got the top connected to the divider piece on the inside. We turn the entire unit upside down, and now we're going to connect the floors to the dividers in between the cages. This is going to be extremely difficult because you don't have much room to work with, but it can be done. One thing you are going to notice real quick is it's going to be extremely difficult to get your J-hook tool positioned right to get all 3 pieces of wire together. So I like to start wherever I can get it in the easiest. Not all of the little crosses here will match up evenly all the time, so you want to kind of look to where you can get your J-hook tool in between one on the divider and be able to catch all 3 pieces of wire. It is going to take a little bit of doing, but it can be done. You guys see how tight that is to get this J-hook tool in there? If you can get the hook in there and rotate it up, you can catch all 3 pieces of wire together. Let's see if I can't get another one here. A little bit of fussing around. Okay. Did you guys see how I rotated that in there and caught all 3 pieces of wire and then cinch it down tight? And those floors aren't going anywhere. All right, folks. So in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, we got this set of 3 cages together. So in an hour total, we were able to make 6 of these cages, 2 3-hole rabbit cages. Now, my brother has his breeding stock coming here in a couple of days, so we wanted to go ahead and get these ready to go. It really is this simple, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message down below or contact us over on Nutty Gnome Homestead on Facebook. Let us know what kind of cages you guys like. Are they indoors? Are they outdoors? Do you have rabbits in a barn? How do you guys do it? I personally have my rabbits suspended in the barn. They are attached to the walls. The cages are attached to the walls, and they are suspended from the ceiling. It makes cleanup very easy to just scoop out the manure and the hay and the bedding and whatnot. Let us know how you guys like to have your rabbits down below. You got anything to add?
And if you like this kind of content, it would really appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe to this video, as well as over at Ashmore Arboretum. That is my channel. I'm trying to grow it. My twin brother and I, we both do the homesteading and animal husbandry, and we're trying to expand our homestead here at Ashmore Arboretum. And maybe we can have a few more collaborations between his farm and my farm.
We had a lot of fun doing this. So until next time, folks, get out there, get your cages put together, and get your rabbits going.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see y'all.